attack!
Well, welcome to the Transformers Cybercast. New show, and second guest I've had on here is Eman's World of Geek. Welcome, Eman. Introduce yourself.
Thank you so much, Danny. Hello, everyone out there in Danny's World. My name is Eman. My channel is Eman's World of Geek. And on my channel, I talk to you about comic books, Transformers, gaming tech, and more. I've been doing a little bit more Transformer content over the last few months, just because, honestly, Transformers and gaming were my original loves. I did start in YouTube talking about comic books, but my real love has always been Transformers and gaming. So, subscribe, come on over, hang out over on my channel once in a while.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you so much for joining me. Like I said, it's cool to have new people. And like I said, we were just before this we started. It felt like I've known you for years already. But what was your first collectible? Like, did you collect anything before like the comics and Transformers, or was it comics or any other toy in between? Or
okay, so of course, like playing with our toys as kids in the 80s, it was all Transformers. So my parents, they got me Optimus Prime. I had the G1 Optimus Prime, and so it was like from then on forward, it was just like I just wanted to collect Transformers and G.I. Joe. Voltron was a little too expensive. But, in the 80s, we had so many cool things, right? We had Transformers, G.I. Joe, Centurions, Thundercats, He-Man. We had all the awesome toys in the 80s. Of course, as I got older, girls got into, I can't collect
that time. I know, same. Was like the one time you're distracted. Didn't last long.
Yeah, right. You're like, oh, I don't know, bring a girl over or focus on Transformers. You know what? I won't bring a girl over. I think that's a little cooler. But like in reality, like in the 90s, my cousin got me back into collecting. My cousin got me started on collecting comic books when Image came out and started doing their thing. So like my first comic book reads were like Spawn, Youngblood, Wildcats, like all of that stuff right there. And then I was like, oh, there's so much more. But I couldn't jump into the Marvel and DC stuff because so much lore into it. So I was like, let me just stick with starting from the beginning. I wasn't there to like invest in, I'm going to buy a #1 Spawn and I'm going to send my kids through college through this and whatnot. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Not in the 90s.
No, those comics, like, some of them hold their value, but it's all over the place. And like I said, I've never been collecting for value necessarily. Some stuff you got and it just blew up, and some stuff didn't, right? But yeah, was there a moment when you started like realizing that collecting was becoming more than a hobby for you, or has it? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
it lightweight. So when I started doing the YouTube, fix my hair, I'm so sorry, I gotta fix my hair. I was the 2024 Comic Book Community Award winner for best hair, so I gotta make sure I continue that legacy right there. But it was like throughout the 90s, I was collecting the comics just for the read, right? And I couldn't really get into the whole investing side. I'm bad at investing. As a matter of fact, I'm bad at gambling. Investing technically is gambling, right? I throw $5 into a lotto ticket and say, I've never played again. I turned 21, went to Reno, dropped $100. I lost it all. I'm never doing this again. I just don't have that luck, so I'm okay with that, right? But I want to say around 2014, 2015, I stepped into an LCS again and started, asking people like, hey, look, I've been out of comics for a minute. I know some names, like point me in the direction. So around that time, I started collecting literally just for the read. I was like, don't give me DC or Marvel just because there's so much lore, right? And I just started getting into like independent comics and enjoying that right there. And then around 2019, my friends were like, hey, dude, like, I know you see you collecting comics. Let's talk comics on a podcast. I was like, I went to the school for radio broadcasting. I can go ahead and speak in front of a microphone. Yes, today we're going to be talking comics with our friend. It was just fun times like that, right?
Totally.
And so then I want to say around 2020, I went to the Las Vegas Toy Show. And some people in the Transformer groups that you and I are in, Carl Summerfield and Tim Regan, I met them, and like they were just very welcoming and very kind to me, because I was like, I love Transformers, but I don't know anything about the third party stuff. So they talked to me, spent some time with me, and it resonated with me. I ended up talking to other vendors, like bigger vendors who were flashy. Come and look at my and they were very dismissive because I was like, hey man, can you tell me a little bit more about this? I'm kind of new. And they're like, huh, you don't know about this? I'm like,
some Transformers stuff can be a little snobby, or like, you don't realize like all this other lore, but I mean, it is what it is. Like, it's kind of Yeah, there's lots of nice people that want to teach. And did you ever watch Ultra Megatronus's channel? Have you ever seen me on there?
Because of you, I think I found his channel and I started kind of diving into his channel and seeing how he does what he does.
Yeah.
It's very cool, very positive, and I'm digging that right there. It
Have you on there too.
he had a lot of knowledge and he was just very welcoming. Like, okay, I like this guy.
That's cool. Yeah, I'd love to see you on there one day with us. It's just on the Saturdays he usually does it. It could be a little chaotic, but I mean, I'm sure that'd be cool. What about your YouTube channel? Like, how do you what do you do for content? Like, how do you decide what kind of content you're making? I mean, that third-party video you put up blew up like 5,000 views. I don't know what it's at now. Yeah, and I liked how you have like the breakdown, and then even the way you show like the figure, like pictures of it or close up when you're filming it, and it has all like the I guess like the pop-ups that say about the figure. I don't know how to explain that better, but it looks really cool. Very unique, I'd say, for people, something that people have done a lot,
Honestly, that really, really, really means a lot to me. Like just hearing someone else just trying to break down and seeing what I'm trying to do really means a lot. The YouTube community is so saturated with whatever fandom you're about. If you're about comics, everyone feels like everyone's got the same thing, right? Everyone's got the same thing, probably have the same thing to say. A lot of the times we just want to be there for their personality. And a lot of the times it's like, I'm supporting you because you're my friend and you supported me. But I'm going to be honest, there are times where I'm like, I need to see something else. And I'm like, you know what? If I want to see something else, let me create what I want to watch. And I'm still learning. I'm still going through the process because I don't just watch like Transformer comic book content on YouTube. I watch travel content. I watch PC builds, and there's a couple of people on there. I'm like, dude, I like your style. There's this YouTuber, so there's this YouTuber. His name is Mr. Matt Lee, and he builds computers, but he does it in such a cinematic and beautiful way. I'm like, I'm gonna try to copy that style. And granted,
I get it.
Yeah, right.
It's cool because like I watch so much different stuff too. What I watch on YouTube isn't much toy stuff anymore. I'm watching like weird, like mystery stuff, murder, Bigfoots, like all weird, like everything. And like you said, I'm taking from a thing that might be a tech show, might be a mystery show, trying to blend it into like, oh, that's a good idea. I could use this for that, right?
Exactly. So then I'm just like, all right, so I have a way, I have, a style that I have in my head, and I'm constantly trying to change every video up so that's slightly different from the previous one. I'm learning something new and adding it to the next one. So when it comes down to deciding what content to actually create on my channel now, I'm like, you know what? I have a different way of looking at, like, for example, like you talked about the Dreamstar Toys Constructicons.
Yeah.
And shout out to Adam Burnham who let me borrow this one
so cool.
And another one to allow me to make the video. So I created the video using his figures. I just have to return them to him in combine mode, which is fine. Like, I'm so happy that he allowed me to do it. So I wanted to approach it in such a way where it's like, it's still me.
Yeah.
Right. Because like in the comic book community, everyone wants to see you and your comic. Whereas I've noticed in the Transformer community, everyone who does reviews, it's just your hands. It's like, oh, over here, this is, and I'm like, this, let's let me blend the two worlds. I know I'm brand new to the Transformer world, so let me just blend the two worlds and do what I do over here, but then, try to do what the Transformer people do. And so right now I'm collecting what I'm getting, and then I'm talking about it on camera at the same time, showing it differently.
Totally. Yeah, I thought it was a unique take. And like I said, it's a nice little breakdown, and then like you have set up that. Where'd you get that purple background?
The Transformer one.
Yeah.
So I reached out to someone out in one of the Facebook groups. I was like, hey guys, I'm looking for a what is it? Not diagram, but I was gonna say something else. Diorama. I was like, hey guys, I'm looking for a cheap diorama. Does anybody have any? And someone in the community was like, look, dude, I have extra pieces. Like, do you want them? I'm like, I'll take them, man. Just give me a fair price. He's like, don't worry about it. Just cover shipping, and I'll send them over to you. And I just work with what I got.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like all the different pieces. I don't have all of the pieces, but I'm like, you know what? This is what I have. This is what I'm going to be able to see on camera anyway. Let me just go ahead and finagle it and hold it up. So that way I can, oh, okay, cool. Let me display what I have with a specific background. Because I have the Decepticon background. I also have the Autobot background. So when
cool. Yeah, this is really cool. Really popped. What about your logo? Where'd you come up with that, or the name of your channel? How'd that come into effect? effect?
So the logo, it's a very personal story. It's really weird. So I was looking for logos. I was like, well, let me come up with this logo. Let me find
Mhm.
it. So I found templates online at this one site that I used to subscribe to. And I subscribed it for my podcast that I have with my buddies, the C-List Villains podcast. Follow them on every
Okay.
Saturday. They talk about comic books, and they're full of shenanigans. But back then I was like just creating logos even for people in the comic book community. So I was
Yeah.
like, let me create one for me. And I have this irrational fear of just like a radiation, like nuclear war, like nuclear
Yeah.
power plant meltdowns. So like this is like a gas mask, which I was like,
It's
all right,
so cool.
this is like my fear. And purple and blue, that's like the colors that I really enjoy. And I felt like
Those
this
two.
logo popped out. So I'm like, I'm gonna keep this.
Yeah, the
I
colors of it are just it's so cool.
thank you so much.
Yeah, and that name though, Eman, like how'd you come up with that kind of? Or...
Eman is a moniker of my government name, which
Okay,
I
cool.
dare not. I
No,
dare
no,
not share out
I
in
don't
the
even believe in
YouTube
government
verse.
names.
We
Yeah.
don't share government names here.
No, no.
And so, like, I wanted to, when I first came up with Eman's World of Geek, I was like, it's not going to be just comic books. When I
Yeah.
get this started, I'm going to be talking about other stuff. So let me not go with Eman Comics or Eman's comic book world. Like, let me do like everything that encompasses everything that is my World of Geek. I'm like, Eman's World of Geek, because then I talk comics. I do put some shorts about tech out there. I do, comics, Transformers also. So it's like I have a World of Geek that I'm in. Well, let's
Cool.
just put that in the name.
Yeah, great. It's like you said, it doesn't put you in one little box. Even Danny Dolphin, like I know other stuff, and even when I used to game and do tons of different things back in the day, it's just the brand I went with, the nickname, a name, it just became me, and now I'm living it. And it's just I can do anything basically, but it is mostly on YouTube, definitely about more of the geek stuff, the nerd stuff, right? But
exactly, and see that's the cool thing is that if you keep it open ended like that, you are able to do other stuff. But there's other people out there that are like, I really do just want to focus on comics, so they have like comics in their name, and that's fine. Do you?
Totally.
I want you to be happy doing this on YouTube, because it can get stressful, and this shouldn't be stressful. It should be fun.
No, that is fun. Thank you for joining me. And yeah, I think we'll jump into the news now, if that's okay with.
Of course, let's do it.
Run the news segment.
Transformers news.
Well, third-party news. I just picked a couple things because, like I said, it's nice to have someone that's more into third-party too, or like that's what you kind of, so just nice take something different. I don't know if you've seen this. They have a really cool commercial for this figure. It's the laser cat from Azura. I can't say that properly, but it is all separate dinosaurs. They're kind of more in a chibi style, and they all combine to make Volcanicus, without getting sued. If you see the video for this, it's pretty cool. It's all stop motion. They all come together. It is a kind of obscure kind of style. You know what I mean? If you're into that kind of more like it's kind of chibi style kind of figure. But any thoughts on this? Do you like stuff like that at all? Or
not gonna lie, I do like some chibi style. So in the comic book realm, right there's a couple of artists that have actually commissioned to create some chibi style Transformers for me on a cover. They're cute. They are absolutely cute. I would love to have something like this on my work desktop. At work. That made no sense. But at work, I wouldn't mind having like a chibi size figure just kind of hang out with me. And it's just so cute. This Volcanicus that's just a combiner, and it's probably only about 7 inches tall. I don't know exactly how tall, but they're cute. I don't see why nobody would not want something like this in their collection. It is cute.
Yeah, did you see the stop motion video for this?
I did not. That
check it out sometime. It's crazy. Yeah, I know it's like everyone's there. It shows them all in their robot mode, dino mode, then they all go together, but it's done pretty well. So
check it out for sure.
Yeah, definitely worth cool. These guys are different. I mean, they're really tiny. They're like what, around 5.4 centimeters, so 2.1 inches for yeah, they're very unique. Like, I mean, we always see Seekers, right? It's kind of just another brand doing more Seekers, but I don't know, in the G1 style. Do you like the G1 authentic style, or are you kind of like want something different? Is it too much the same?
I like it all right now. It was just right now. Again, I just started getting back to Transformer collecting, paying attention. I'm not a Seeker collector. I'm actually very specific to what I collect and add to my collection. Not saying that I don't like these whatsoever. These being that small, I actually I actually have like a collection of like the WSTs, the world's smallest transformers, and they're about 2.1 inches tall.
Okay,
So
cool.
a buddy of mine who turned me on to these, he's like, dude, like they fully transform. These are the world's smallest transformers. So I have things like this, in my collection. So with
Mhm.
those things being about 2.1 inches tall, it's yeah, like
Hey, here, let me expand it. Sorry, just I'm slow. Oh
no,
no.
okay.
Why am I? It's just they changed this on streamer. There we go.
A little bit, but yeah, like
Yeah.
these are the world's
Oh,
smallest
nice.
transformers.
No way.
And I have a collection of these. So those Seekers are probably about this size, but it looks like those Seekers have a lot more detail than the G1 stuff.
Yeah, more
You know.
articulated. They're like almost like trying to be like a little mini masterpiece, like mini masterpiece, I guess. But
Which
it's
is
strange.
cool.
It is cool, different, yeah. And like I said, centimeters, inches. Yeah, I should have said too. I hope everyone in America had a great Thanksgiving. Ours was like a month ago, so you did too, Eman.
Yeah, last night. I'm full of turkey right now.
Right, I might mention that in the beginning. I get sidetracked, but yeah, they're different, kind of cool. That's cool. You have that the little one, like they're fun. They're fun to actually use with other like 6-inch figures or 8-inch, 7-inch, like have them in their hands. I've done that before, like for a photo shoot. It's funny, have a little transformer.
Hold on, what are you talking about, Bam?
And then yeah, these are kind of cool. The third-party kits, for the Hasbro stuff. I mean, the thing is for me is like I kind of just put up with what Hasbro gives me, sadly, and I don't chase these third-party kits that much because they get so expensive. After you get the figure, then you got to get the kit. And you kind of, some kits definitely some people pick up, but it's kind of like another just another thing to burn all your money in.
And I think that makes sense for collectors who are like, I like this style right here. However, there's something missing. And that's one of the reasons why I really don't collect the Hasbro stuff is because it feels like there's something missing. It just needs a little more oomph. And these third-party kits look, absolutely amazing. They make the figure just pop out a little bit more. More expensive, yeah, but like this is collecting right here, right? Like we're doing things to add to our collection that's going to satisfy our eye, our vision. I think this is pretty cool right here.
Yeah, no, I know. It's like I said, I like them too. There's tons of ones I like. It's just like you said, it's just just another. Yeah, you can go overlord. I know people were buying tons of these. There's good ones I have got though, like I think for the Predaking, the Hasbro one. But yeah, I kind of, it's weird. I love Hasbro to a point, and I just kind of keep it like a little bit of just keeping it the way it came for some reason. But it like you said, always feels like something's missing. I do have a lot of third party. I ended up getting rid of a lot of my third party stuff too, but I still have a bunch of it. But it's cool. This guy was pretty neat. The ocular mask. It's kind of like the colors from like Armada, I guess. Or Bruticus. There wasn't more pictures. This was they just had the Chicago TF Con. Have you ever been to a TF Con?
Never. Actually, I may be going to the one in LA next year for the first time. I'm kind of in talks with someone who actually wants me to go and film something for them at TF Con. So I'm like, all right, we'll talk. So, if things go through pretty well, I'll probably be going there and actually working and shooting something specifically for some. But if not, then I guess I'm gonna have to pay for my own way there. It's one of those things.
Yeah, I'd love to go there sometime back to the States and go to one. It'd be fun. I know Martin wants me to go to one like 2027. There he is right now, Ultra Megatronus. Like I said, you got to get on there with him sometime and everyone have a blast. He's a great guy. So I think he's doing a stream this Saturday. Not sure what he has planned, but he's a good guy. This one that's here. I had the Bruticus, the G2 colors. Did you? I actually sold it though. It didn't really combine. Like it wasn't sturdy. It like panels are coming loose. The legs. Did you like the G2 colored stuff at all too, or are you more G1, or does it matter?
I like it. I like the G2 colored stuff. I don't mind a recolor if it looks good. I don't mind a recolor if it catches my eye. If it catches my eye, I don't care like what generation it is, right? It's just one of those things where collect what you like, get what you like. Like if you want to stay within Legends scale for whatever reason, all right, that's you. But for me, if it's interesting enough, I would do it. This Bruticus right here, if I remember, it was Ruination
Yeah,
from the
Ruination.
Robots in Disguise.
Yeah, RID 2001.
Yeah, and that's when I realized, wait a minute, there's more Transformers after Beast Machines. What's
Yeah.
going on? And I started watching that with my ex-wife at the time. I was like, dude, did you see this? She goes, I don't know. It's all you, and I'm just there in front of the TV, like, what is this? This is so cool. And it was like almost Japanese animation. And that's kind of like what's kick-started it again in my head. Like,
for sure.
I need to know what's going on here. This is pretty dope.
Survivor. Oh yeah, WWF. Oh, thanks, Martin. Yeah, I love the 2001. Like, the animation at the time I liked, and then the toys I liked too. It just wasn't 2001 or whatever. Yeah, at the time it came out, I just just wasn't at that age of still buying toys. I'd go see it. Well, no, I bought some of them still, but it just wasn't as heavy. But it's a cool thing. Like, they still had some of the ball joints from Beast Wars. They're just different. The weird doors on the guys, like how they transform. At least it was a different, fresh take. Hasbro took a lot more risks back then, made it funner, right?
And I went back recently and watched the whole show again. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch it again.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, okay, I kind of hate it, but I kind of don't, like the kids.
Yeah.
I was like, the best way for me to describe the 2001 Robots in Disguise is that, look, if you can get past it, it feels very Digimon to Pokemon-ish.
Totally.
But if you can get past that, you can get past the kids and just watch the robots. It's actually pretty dope.
Yeah.
Like the story behind Ultra Magnus and Optimus and
So
like
cool.
his hate for him, but like they combined it to Omega Prime. I'm like, I need more of this. Then they give a Scourge, the evil Optimus Prime, and I'm like, what is going on here? So I was really excited, but I really did hate like the kid aspect of it.
Me too, yeah, but it's fun, like the brotherly, like Prime and Ultra Magnus. There's good parts to it, and then of course, Nemesis Prime or whatever. He was cool. Like, there's just cool characters, and then
yeah, and I like how they kind of blended also like some Predacons and some animal stuff into it too. Like with what's his name, like the shark one, the shark. I was gonna call him Sharktacon, but I don't think that was his name.
Oh, Skybite, right?
Thank you, Skybite. Yeah,
so funny. I know, what a character. He became like legend after that, almost meme style then. But hey, thank you, Transformers Joe, for stumbling upon us and enjoying it. Love the awesome feedback.
Oh, I thought that was like one of your boys. That's cool.
Oh,
that's awesome. He's like,
I love the people today chatting, so thank you. But thanks for joining us, everybody. This is kind of cool. I do have some of these. This is the New Age, like the New Age, I guess, Volcanicus, different colors. Yeah. Oh no, I'll go just stay with this right now. But the Volcanicus is pretty cool. Yeah, I have a bunch of the New Age. I think I have the Soundwave, the Constructicons, some other ones. Do you have any of the New Age stuff?
I do. Matter of fact, hold on, let me show you. So I don't have any of the combiners, but because I read the comic, right? I have the Optimus with the Megatron arm on it.
Oh, like, nice.
This is super, super dope. And if you guys want to go back to like my Instagram page, I actually have a set of New Age figures, and they all represent my family in one way or another. Like, I'm Optimus, my girlfriend's Alita 1, my daughter's RC because her name really is RC, my son's Bumblebee, my other son's Ultra Magnus, so stuff like that. So I have a collection of New Age figures that literally represent my family in one way or another.
That's so cool. I remember we talked about that before. So that's very neat. Yeah. I'm like, I love when you put, like, I do the same with some figures. Like, oh, this is like my friend Bart, or like my mom, and I also do like, weird stuff. Or like, I get like a Transformers figure and like an anime figure. I'm like, oh, they're like together. I put them on the shelves, like make couples. It's so strange. It's just a little collector trade I do, right? And I'm like, they're together. They're happy.
Growing up, I did the same thing, right? My cousin, she was into Barbies. I was into Transformers. For whatever reason, Barbie and Optimus were married at one time. So.
Oh yeah, me and my sister, she was crazy too when we were kids, and we'd do like just insane stuff. Barbie houses with dinosaurs and never ends. But yeah, these colors are cool. I can't remember. I think this one was like the shattered glass one at the end. So they always do tons of repaints. This was in the Chicago. This was like I don't understand this repaint. I love this figure. I have the other one over there, the Fans Hobby Overlord, like the one from, I think, is it Victory or oh no, it's a Master Force when the humans go, breast force guys go into the thing or whatever.
One of the Japanese ones, right?
Yeah, the second Japanese one, I think, and it's cool. Like, you know, they're just repainting these all in this kind of like G2 style color. There is some figures that are like that, like the bad guys from the Turbo Masters have this kind of color scheme. I don't know why they applied it to this, just something different, I guess, but it's pretty interesting.
And people are going to want it, you know. I mean, there's a name behind it. And again, forgive me, I'm still new to this, but to my understanding, Chosen Prime is kind of like one of the, you know, people or one of the, you know, groups that are up there. So for him to have his own exclusive, you know, and then teaming up with Fans Hobby, you know, people are going to want to chase it, especially fans of the Chosen Prime. So I understand that.
Yeah, I have the original figure, like, what's his name? The Dread. I think it was Dread, or no, Skyquake. I'm getting my names mixed up too. But yeah, it was like this one. If I have it,
wow,
that's the color scheme of the original Skyquake. They have like a Soundwave guy like that, like a different mold. But yeah, so it's kind of like, you know, homaging that too. But that's cool that he has his own repaint of that, right?
That's pretty dope right there, what you got in your hands. Don't take that out of the box. That's dope.
No, I know. I don't feel me. He's like, don't take it out. Even though, like, I've wanted this figure so long, it does suffer from that gold plastic syndrome that can break easy. So, like, yeah, if I opened it and it just broke, I'd be so depressed. Hey, there's my mother. Hey, Mom.
Hi, Mom. I saw you on the stream with her not too recently, Mom.
Oh, nice. Yeah, she's a character too. Yeah, she likes to get on there. Hopefully being appropriate. Yeah, then this is another Legends class of the New Age stuff. What's his name? Six Shot. So this is like the toy version. I love Six Shot as a character. He was like a ninja consultant in Headmasters, which is this funny, a ninja consultant. And it was like a dub or the you know, whatever, but still funny.
What I liked about his character, he also had intelligence, right? He was
big,
totally. He was brawny. He transformed into 6 different items, but he was also smart. You know, like you look at some of the combiners. You know, the lore is the bigger they are, the stupider they get. And Six Shot was like big, medium size, bigger than like, you know, the leader class, right? But not as big as a combiner. But he was smart, and that's what made him dangerous.
Totally. Did you ever see that funny dub where like the guys like for Headmasters where it's like, you know, like they call like Blaster Billy? It's like a kind of a meme now, like how silly it is. Like it's like some dub they did in somewhere.
I need to see this. I don't know.
Funny. Like everyone's name is like real, like Spike's name is Sparkle and stuff. It's just like very funny. It was actually played on TV on somewhere, but it's just very funny.
I need to see that for sure.
Yeah, it just became a thing. But yeah, and then there's another version of why am I forgetting? Great Shot. Like this, I always wanted an original G1 a Great Shot. I think from Victory it's expensive, but I mean, this is a nice way to get that kind of color scheme on that mold, right?
I don't know this character. Oh, is this like the Autobot version of Six Shot? Like
kind of, yeah. Like I think there's like a little, like a bit of like some of the history. Like, you know, he never fully admitted that's who he changed into, but they're kind of on like leaning towards that. I don't know. Because I think he dies or something. He comes back as a good guy like this, but I can't remember if it's 100% ever said like legitly or whatever. Right?
Or it probably was. It probably was said. It was just a translation from Japanese to English.
Yeah, it's hard to follow.
Yeah,
what was actually said sometimes.
Look, people are smart enough now where they can go back and redub it and be like, "This is exactly what they were. So this is what they were trying to say." Actually, if you take it word for word, it's going to be like, "Hi, my name is Mud and Canes, and you know, I live in house with Mom," and it's like, no, that's what they were trying to say. You know.
Oh, do you watch Earthspark? They're just asking.
You know what? I watched some of it. I did not finish it. I do need to catch up on like Earthspark and like animated also. Like I didn't really finish animated. I'm hearing animated was good.
Yeah.
Because like the storytelling was good in animated. I was just like, the animation, I'm good. It's for the kids, but they're like, no, it's actually pretty good. Like the last one that I fully watched from beginning to end was Prime.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, then I actually watched the Netflix ones, right? When Machinima went ahead and did like the three series on Netflix. Those were pretty cool. But I heard that there was a lot of hate behind that too. So
totally, yeah.
And I'm like, come on, guys, just just enjoy what's given to us.
I totally, yeah, I know. There's just a lot of animated too. Like I'm one of those people. Even though the way I'm living, I don't accept change very well. So like when I saw that too before, I was like, I hate it. It's different. It's not the way it should be. And then like it took me years and years to cool down. And now like I ended up buying most of the animated figures in the last like year or two. I've been collecting them at the toy shows and stuff because I just think they're so unique and different and fun. Sometimes I get so intense and then I have to like, okay, breathe,
And then they're aimed at the kids. Here's the thing. It's like Transformers has always been aimed at the kids. So they don't want to shy away from it, but they don't really realize that the people who grew up with Transformers are still sticking with it. So for me, like I didn't read the IDW comic book run, but for me, the current Energon run, oh my God, phenomenal. If you're into Transformers and you do like your comic books and you want to try something new, try that Energon Universe Transformers. It is phenomenal. And it's the creative team giving us something brand new with something familiar, which is a great way to jump right back into the world. Know your characters, but know it's a completely different story. There's similarities, but it's different enough where it's like this matured with me. And that's what I find fascinating about the Energon universe.
Yeah, I know. I like it too. It's different, right? It's fun. I went into the little topic I have set up, nothing too crazy, and then show some stuff off and just hang out for a little bit. What was that one? Yeah, my topic today is just like what makes collecting worth it now. Is it like a nostalgia, articulation, rarity, just price, like a value, anything else that comes to mind? Like, what do you think it's about?
Yes. Yeah. All that. No, it's definitely nostalgia. Like for me, it's nostalgia, right? Because Optimus Prime is my boy. Like that's my hero. Growing up, like my friends in the comic book community, like it's Spider-Man, Captain America, Superman. And for me, it was Optimus Prime. So it just collecting and sticking with Transformers actually being the IP that I really love. It's just like seeing over the years how it's changed, how it's, how these third parties are doing something different, how, it just opened up my eyes that, holy crap, there are companies that are taking on this challenge of making sure that they still look G1 accurate, but at the same time giving us like a full-on transformation, like Magic Square. Like they do a phenomenal job of keeping it looking G1-ish and yet still giving us their intricacies with the transformation. MP44, I don't have it, but that's one I want in my collection. So it's definitely nostalgia. Then after that, it's just like it just looks cool. So like the Dreamstar Toys ones, right? Like again, this is not mine. This is Adam Burnham's, someone from our Transformer group. He loaned this to me so I could do a review. But just seeing like the stylized versions of it, and I think I mentioned it in that video that I love the idea of Transformers, something I love so much, just having that Gundam feel to it too, that Japanese mech feel to it. I love Japanese mech style anime.
Okay,
so if you blend those worlds, like you out here, take my money. Nice. Here's my kidney. Here's my first and second born. Take it all, right? Yeah. Because they look cool to me. They look dope. Yeah. But that Michael Bay stuff, like what your boy Bill there is, but that Michael Bay Bionicle stuff.
No. What about so did you watch going back to do stuff like Aura Battler Dunbine? Did you like that back in the day? Like, do you know what that is? The bugs, they're kind of like the mech with the bugs. It's like it's different style of mech, I guess. It's kind of interesting to me.
No, I don't think I'm familiar with that.
Yeah, but yeah, I feel like the same. Like for me, it's like it comes off as like nostalgia. The thing is too, I've kind of gone crazy and gone through and curated my collection because I bought too many reissues of so many figures, and I'd rather just have the vintage if I can get it. And if I have like a vintage G2 or one sealed and the one I showed, I keep that. But I was buying all those Walmart exclusives. I got them right here. I ended up listing some of them, but I just got into that compulsory I need it. I see it at Walmart, but it's just another Soundwave. It's even cheaper if they sell it for a higher price with no metal in it. And so the nostalgia thing, I have to kind of take the brakes on a bit because it's I'd rather be able to display most of my collection and actually enjoy my stuff and not just have 15 reissues of the same guys and boxes. Kind of gets
I get that completely. Like it's cool to have every single, Optimus Prime G1, but after a while it's the same old, there's nothing different. Like I picked up very similar to what you got there. I picked up that Optimus Prime reissue, but it's from Supreme. And I know about Supreme,
cool.
The Supreme's the streetwear company, right? And I've liked Supreme since like the early 2000s. I'm like, you know what? This matters to me. I don't see everyone going after Supreme Optimus Prime other than either one to try to flip it, or for two, like Supreme. So because I went ahead and bought that because I do know Supreme and I like their clothes. But like after a while, it's like I got kids. I need to feed them. They need like shoes. I'm supposed to buy clothes for them, something like that. So I can't use all my money on Transformers.
I know. It's like
kids mess it up for me, man. Jeez.
I know. It's like when I go, I'm like, well, at the store, like piling it in. Like, I guess I won't be getting this today, but no, you got to make sure bills are paid, responsibility, and then collecting, right? But I know it's tough being an adult sometimes, especially when you see so much cool stuff. And it's like I always collect classified and new older GI Joes. And it's just there's so much stuff, right? And that's where the nostalgia part of it just kind of, for me, it's like we go to those toy shows and it's just like I'm piling stuff in. It's like, whoa, like, and like of course, like I collect so many different lines for older stuff, like Street Sharks, and I always collect all these like anime type like figures, like the high end like weird kind of ones.
Yeah. Like I've seen those too. They're like
there's fun, right?
Issued, or like they're like these fun cutesy little anime girls, but they're like in the style of Starscream.
Yeah, those are cool.
I think they are.
Yeah, some of them. It's just like I said, it's just too many branches sometimes. You get caught up in the hype. But yeah, like we'll show some stuff off maybe now. You've got some stuff to show. Let's see what you got.
Oh, and tell. All right, we're doing some
expand you. Yeah, let's see what you got.
You guys know like what I get.
Yeah, just give it a little story. Take your time. All good.
So like stuff like this really caught my eye. So like King toys, like they're stylized.
Is cool.
Yeah, they're stylized versions of like the Predacons and the Insecticons. I thought these were really dope. I ended up winning this in one of the raffles. I was like, this is pretty dope. I really, really like, again, very Gundamish, right? Very Japanese Beck. So I like, I like stuff like this, comic books. So, I picked up a Transformers with Minosaur on it. That's a pretty dope cover.
That is cool. G1 style Minosaur.
Yeah. And it's very stylized. It almost has that anime feel to it. It still kept the Minosaur design, but it's also, stylized in an anime way. So I'm very much okay with that.
Yeah.
Some other things that I like to like. This is from artist named Ito.
Oh, wow.
This is his watercolored version, and this is his paint version of Optimus Prime. And I want to say this is Transformer number 18.
Wow. So is that like, does he just do prints, or what is that? Or
this is an actual comic book.
Oh, so that is? Oh, wow. Jesus. Yeah. Oh, those are cool.
Yeah, and I keep them in this thing called a comic capsule. Like, this is a great way to protect comic books.
Jesus, yeah.
So like I got stuff like that. I also ask for commissions. Actually, let me show you guys this. So this is from a artist. His name is John Boy Myers, and he's done quite a few comic books. Also, like he's done a run of Spawn. So if anyone knows Spawn, like he's actually done it. So this is his Transformer number 4 Virgin variant. This is an actual comic book. Like it's there.
Like that art on there is like awesome. What series though is that from? Like newer or what, or like older?
Yeah, this is from the newer series. This is from the Energon Universe series. That's out on Image. Yeah.
Oh, the Image ones. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now this is just the cover art. Of course, the interior art doesn't look like this. The interior art is from an artist named Daniel Warren Johnson, who did a phenomenal job with this right here.
Yeah, that's the thing too about comics. You can go into a deep pool. Like I was buying all those like Harley Quinn covers. It was just like, oh my god, what am I doing?
oh my god, Danny, there's so many Harley Quinn covers. It's crazy. So many. Like stop but don't stop, right? Like
I know. I have to like hit the brakes.
So sticking with Energon Universe, right? I've commissioned a few artists to create custom covers for me. So this is from a guy, his name is Junker73 on Instagram.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, his name is Fabian Gonzalez, and I was like, "Hey, Fabian, I got the Magic Square, Combaticons. I need you to create a cover for me." He's like, "I got
Wow.
you." So this is a
That's
one of one.
shit fire. That's
Yeah.
cool as hell, man. I
Yeah.
love Bruticus, but that's just wow. That art is great.
That's my boy Matt from the comic world. What's up, Matt?
Like, oh hey,
And then this is from Spawn cover artist Don Negilio. I asked him, I was like, I need your rendition of Bruticus. So he created this one right here for me too.
wow. Yeah, that's cool. Love the black and white and just a little hint of purple. Like,
yeah, with that splash of purple right there.
that's
right.
cool. Like,
And then sticking
Great
with my
tattoo.
comic book, this is from Dustin Price. He's also an artist, and he focuses on Transformer art. And I was like, bro, there's this thing called King Toys, and his name is Thunder King, and I want a Predaking. He's like, can you tell me more? And I showed him a picture. He's like, dude, that is so intricate.
yeah,
I was like, I need your stylized version of the Predaking from King Toys, and this is what he got me right here. So he actually,
that's unbelievable.
he drew this. Yeah, I drew this, colored it, sent it my way, and I absolutely love this stuff right here.
Holy. Like, yeah, like that one, like, wow, the detail.
Exactly. And look, I pay for your art, right?
Yeah,
I don't pay for the inks and what I pay for the vision that you have in your head and that the ability to put that on paper.
yeah. I don't mind paying for that either, right? Like, it's
Exactly.
art. It's art. Yeah, people put their hard work and
that's why, like, I collect comics also. It's an art collection. No matter what anyone says, at the end of the day, it is technically an art collection. Some of them are just stories.
Yeah.
Right now, my favorite one is Transformers, and we live in the Transformer world. So
yeah, we
do. And so it's like perfect. I won this right here.
Oh no way! Is it the make to or the trans?
Yep, the X Transbots.
Transbot one. Yeah, that's so cool.
I won this one on one of our Transformer Underground. Hey, be nice. Hold on.
Is he giving the finger? Yeah.
Be nice. Hey, none of that here. This is a family show. Magnus, okay. So I won that instantly.
Nice.
And then, of course, going back to the whole Dreamstar toy stuff, right?
That's neat.
And that's all that's within reach. Oh, hey, hold on.
I was going to say, which one is that?
So,
Jetfire.
This is Jetfire, and I want to say that people said that this is the Earthrise version of Jetfire.
Well,
that
like the Siege one or the Hasbro one.
Yeah, this is but this is the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive.
Oh yeah, that one that came with the
Void Rivals characters, exactly. Because I'm reading Void Rivals, I was like, I need that in my life.
It's amazing.
And people in the Transformer, like I've noticed that people in the Transformer community, they're like, I already have that. There's no reason for me to get it again. And I'm like, I don't have it. I need to get it, period. Plus, it came with, Void Rivals, which I'm currently reading. I was like, I need that. And the box actually came with a comic too. So I was like, all right, I'm blending both worlds. So
I don't have much to show today, but like I did open that guy. I've shown him a few times, but the Nemesis, the Armada Prime, it's causing all the drama, right? Got him. He's pretty cool.
Can you tell me about that drama? I've heard of it, but I don't understand it.
Yeah, the drama with him is like, hey, because we pay. I'm Canadian. We overpay, so it's not a big problem for me. But the price, he was all basically the same price, and before he came like the Commander, he came with the other version came with the trailer and the different gun or sword. This one just came with just this gun and then this the Star Saber weapon. And there's a thing on here that they took flack for because if you transform this middle piece, it's on a slider. And Hasbro said it was like basically their fault for transforming it wrong, and it breaks really easy. So people overpaid for this, tried to transform that piece, it snaps, and then kind of Hasbro was like, oh well, you don't know how to transform it. They weren't very
they were nice about it.
Technically it's a tough little area. I mean, I wouldn't try to transform it myself, but it was just kind of people are rough with it, brittle, and that slider is very brittle, and it just broke, and it just caused a lot of heat and drama. I mean, I'm happy with it, like I said, Canada, we're used to overpaying a bit, and it was one of those ones where I just love Armada, and especially the toys and the old stuff I love and the new stuff. So it's like if I could support that, for them to do more, I'm gonna, and I just couldn't miss out on it. But yeah,
I thought the Armada cartoon was cool. I was like, oh, this is, you're again, now you're giving me a new universe. Reading comic books, we're used to like universes changing. But what I liked were the Energon characters where they actually transformed into something bigger. And then you can like reverse them on some of the figures too. I'm like, that is dope. I like that.
Yeah. There's fun, like the show, like the thing about the show's great, and then the reason I liked them is like I still am a huge G1 fan. Like I like blocky Transformers, a little bit of gimmicks, and Armada does have a lot of gimmicks, but I just like the blocky. They remind me. At first I thought, oh my god, they're so different and cool when I was a kid or like in that early stage, but now when I look back at them, they remind me of G1 in a way because they're so old. Some of them are just like only their arms move or their head, right? And it just, for me, it's just that nostalgia and like the old school simplicity and funness of it was and they're heavy, like they're dense, like even this is from Cybertron, this one, and the original, and this is a dense heavy toy, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I actually have the Optimus up there somewhere, the Cybertron Optimus, and he's got a wide wingspan, and he's got some weight to it. Definitely like some of the better, stronger plastic on that right there, but at the same time, like it's an articulation, it's just up and down, like there's no hero poses here, and that's the reason why I like a lot of the third party stuff too, is because they're very posable, they're Instagrammable. You watch the Instagram, they're doing hero poses, and that's what I like about them. Whereas like the Hasbro stuff, they're just like
it's not as much. And like the intricacies of the third party, and like you said, it's like they step up their game so high. Maybe it does, they'd like to see Hasbro step up their game too, right? But
Transformer Joe bringing up his comment real fast. We need an updated Energon Prime. I believe Hasbro is actually going to release like the Studio Series 86 Prime, but with the Megatron arm on it. I already put my payment on that one. I'm not.
You did.
Yeah, I was like, I love the comic. Like, I said this on stream before, where it's like, I've read comics and they're cool, they're fun stories, right? But I never really got the feeling of like how everyone is like running to the store, getting their next issue of X-Men or Captain America or Superman, and just really wanting to be in that world. And a lot of my friends were like, growing up, that's what I got. That's the feeling that I got reading comics. And I was like, that same feeling I never got until Energon. I never ever had that feeling of I need to read this comic book until Transformers from the Energon universe.
Totally.
And it is my absolute favorite comic, even to a point that's up there, even to a point where I have a Transformer Image Transformer #1 signed by Daniel Warren Johnson, who is the writer and artist of those issues when I went to Heroes Con earlier this year. So it's like I love this is the crossroads where I belong, comics and Transformers. The Energon universe is where I live, and that's really all I'm collecting for the most part now. Is anything related to Energon universe, I will do my best to swoop that up.
That's cool. Billy asks, or Bill, sorry, Age of the Primes done a Liege maximum figure yet for Age of the Primes? They are Earth, or Since he's turning up an Earthquake. They're doing one. It's like a mixture. They showed art for it, not a prototype yet, but it is supposed to be coming out. I can't remember if it's how big it is, maybe Voyager, but they are doing one. It's kind of a mixture. Some of these Age of the Prime guys, they're kind of homaging both. It's not just from one continuity. So they're kind of like mixing a bit. So you get a hint of that in this. So
speaking of that, right there too. Currently in the image run of Transformers, actually in Transformers, this is gonna be super dorky right here. So I actually submitted a fan letter in Transformers number 19, and I asked Daniel Warren Johnson, like, hey, are we going to be blending? We because I'm a part of the group too, like I'm part of the creative team. We are going to do this right here. But I was asking him, like, are we going to have like a blending of universes? Like, are you going to bring other Transformers from other universes into the Energon universe? And he's like, I'm going to tell you, not in my run, which ends at number 24. However, we don't know what's going to happen in the future. And I want to say Transformers number 25, when the next team came in, which is written by Robert Kirkman, who did The Walking Dead.
Okay,
Right,
that's
it's
cool.
so he's now taking the reins of the writing for Transformers 25 moving forward. And artist Dan Mora, which did a phenomenal job with World's Finest, a couple of Batman, Superman comics, a beautiful artist.
Mm.
And in there, they introduced Bulkhead, who is not from the G1 continuity, who came. I saw Bulkhead in Prime, and I guess he was in a
Yeah.
couple of other. I think he was in animated also.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
to bring Bulkhead into what we felt was going to be G1 only, I'm like, they are going to be bringing other characters from other continuities. So I was
Wow.
like, hey, I feel
That
like
is neat.
I feel like I influenced this just a little. I'm gonna take that as a win.
Yeah, totally. What? And he just answered back right away, or
Well, oh, I'm so sorry. I asked Daniel Warren Johnson that question in the fan letter. He said that, like, you know, he printed it in Transformers 19, like it's not going to happen. So when I met him at Heroes Con earlier this year, I brought up that letter. He's like, oh yeah, you're the one who asked about is that. Yeah, he's like, not it. I was like, you remember that? But he's like, yeah, it was actually a really cool question. I was like, oh my god, I'm dorking out with Daniel Warren Johnson, like, oh my god, like he read my letter, you know. And he's like, not in my continuity, but it's somebody else's, you know, who we don't know, maybe. And it was cool that I got that acknowledgement. I'm like, I can die happy now.
Totally. That's awesome. I can't believe you remembered it. I'd be like, oh my god.
I was totally fangirling. I was fangirling hard.
That's great. Yeah, no, it's cool to see
Crasher.
like the Crasher, the Go bots in there. So that's interesting. They'll do more hopefully. Yeah. What was that? G.I. Joe toys, but Eman has made me catch the Transformers bug. Yeah. Bankrupt.
If he ends up bankrupt, yeah, blame me, Matt. It's
I know.
totally 100%.
It's like a drug pushing it onto people, Transformers, in a way, because like it's a never-ending thing. That's another thing about Transformers. Like if you're into the new stuff, like yeah, they do 100 repaints, 100 remolds of Soundwave. The line never really ends. They're like barely, you know, like it's just always another version, and it's going and going and going. So it can be overwhelming at times. So it is good.
It's very much like this. Hey, so you had that new age Optimus? Guess what we got? Guess what we got now? We got that Energon Optimus, and like,
yeah,
I need that right now.
Yeah, I know that plastic crack. It's like, I know it can be crazy. Yeah, especially third party stuff. Like, is it more expensive? You just gotta, kind of find your lane and stick to it. Of course, we go overboard. We all do, but. And at least you can sell it too, some of it, right? It's
if you so decide to.
Yeah, if you decide, you have the option, right? What do you guys think of the deluxe Super 7 Transformers line? Like the Ultimate line, like the Ultimates ones. So, I don't know. I don't like them much, but
I like how they have the G1 design and they don't transform. They still keep them in like the original, well, not the original package, but they keep them in a package that makes it look like it still came out of the 80s. Yeah, so I've seen some of the Super 7 lines that are packaged almost like G.I. Joes, which for Matt is like perfect because he's in that G.I. Joe world. And it's crazy because I actually have a Super 7 store here in the Bay Area. And they're closing down soon. So Matt, I might be able to get you some deals. Let me know, right? I like the idea.
Yeah.
Personally, though, I want my Transformers to do that. I want them to transform.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm not a big I don't even transform. I transform them like once usually if I do, but like the thing is, like I just know they transform. You know what I mean? I like that, and like you said, for a review or a short or a video, it's fun to transform them and know that they transform. It's kind of the thing behind them. But I guess those ones are kind of like an action master in a way, like the old school ones that didn't transform. So. Yeah, but I like my Transformers to transform. Third party, I like them too, but it's like, gosh, you gotta be careful when you transform some of those guys. You don't want to break a $300 figure. And yes, I've snapped a Motor Master in half from X Transbots, and I was crying.
Right, like it's a trip because this Jetfire. Someone mentioned that is actually the Siege Jetfire.
Yeah.
It looks great in robot mode. It looks great in alt mode. But I was surprised at how easy it was to transform it. It was, I think, only 13 steps. I'm like, oh, this is cool. But then I have the new age version. I'm like, that's 467 steps. I'm like, I'm good. He looks good just posing right there.
One of the guys I love watching is Bobby Skullface, and like it's like he does the third party stuff, and it's funny watching him because like he'll get like get like little like nail file to flip a piece out, and he'll be like getting mad at it, and he does pretty good for the step by step transformation. I wouldn't have the patience to do it, but it's just funny to watch when someone's like fiddling, you get mad. I always watch him for like his reactions, right? So. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, it's good that people do some of those because I looking at those instructions that come with some of the third party figures, I am lost, child. Like I can't figure it out.
I feel you 100%. I was like, let me try to do one of these transforming. Like, nope, shutting down the camera. But if people have that personality, right? If they have the personality, the patience, and the desire to know how to edit their videos, those videos would probably be hilarious to watch, right? Totally. You don't have to like fully check. Honestly, if you give me a video and you entertain me, and the value is entertainment, and you don't really accomplish what you're trying to accomplish, I think you've already accomplished it because I walk away. That was funny as hell. Like no worries. Like he's all like all transformed. He's like, this is the best I can do. Then that's fine because I laughed, Totally. And I think those videos would hit.
Did you ever get into the blockies at all before did you get into the blockies craze or no? Or?
I didn't because like what you said, it's a craze. They're cool. Some of them are really cool. Like I really like the Devastator, right? Yeah. The Devastator is cool. Dope because you can't keep them in vehicle mode and then they do transform into Devastator. I like that idea. I have one Blockies RC up there, like one of the first ones, and she's like a 6-inch model. And I put that one together. My friend gave, I found that at a store for like $20. I'm like, $20 RC? Let me get this. I named my daughter, by the way. I named my daughter RC.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Actually, her name is Eris RC, Final Fantasy VII and Transform.
Oh, wow.
Freaking dork like that, right? So any RC that she doesn't have in her collection, I will get. If it's a model, I'll try to put it together with her. If she doesn't care, I'm going to put it together for myself. I don't care. But I have like a whole box of RC figures. And of course, they're going to go to her when she gets older, right? Do whatever you want with them as soon as I pass them over to you. If you need to sell them to pay for a car, golden. I'm glad. If you're going to hold on to them and give them to your kids, that's fine with me too. Whatever. But she has a box of RC figures that's just wait. This is now yours, child. Care for them like I cared for you. She's like,
yeah, I know. It's funny. That's cool. That's unique, right?
Oh yeah. See, when when geeks become fathers, they will bring that geekness over to their children.
Totally.
Even if they don't care.
Yeah, I know. He passes on, right? That's always the thing. It's like my sister just had a kid in last February, right? And we tried to, I've still already bought him stuff like toys and whatever. Hopefully he'll be into it. You never know. He kind of seems a little more.
The first drug pushers ever will always be parents, aunties, and uncles, no matter what, in one way or another. It won't be drugs, but it'll be drug related, right? Like, like this, like if you have a favorite team, you're gonna like this favorite team,
Yeah. Wow, Joe, you have 1 to 34. Yeah, I know they're insane. Like I have like 1 or 2, and people built some for me. Like I just, blockies. They don't interest me as much. Thinking this, I think they're like you said, they're cool. They're craze. It's just
they're fun. They're definitely fun. And here's how I see a lot of things too. If that thing gets you to be interested in Transformers in one way or another, that's fine with me. The Michael Bay movies, the first one was really fun and really cool, but like going back and watching it, like the humans were like, I couldn't deal with you guys anymore. All right. The second one was cool. And then after that, I was like, but I see friends who became Transformer fans because of the Michael Bay stuff. And then they start going back from there and they go down the rabbit hole and they discover like Victory and Master Force. And like, did you know that there was a Japanese version? I'm like, yes, Mark. Yes, I do. And that's cool. And if Blockies does that to a child, and like, I like Transformers, Dad. That if that's your entranceway, if that's your gateway into Transformers is through Blockies, by all means, I will buy all of them for you, kid, because at least you're into Transformers in one way or another.
Yeah, trans something, all right. But yeah, I don't know. Should we wrap it up? I guess,
That's fine. I like that. That's where I know you're Canadian, right there, Danny.
Yeah, Canadian. Yeah. No, just around the hour mark, I like to keep these just the rewatchability. And like I said, you're always welcome back. Like I said, if anytime we'll do another one, it might get you on with another guy I know, TF Addict. And yeah, like I said, always welcome. And yeah, it was great having you. Like I said, I felt like I've already known you for years. It was nice to bond and just hang out and talk nerd stuff, right?
Exactly, and I do appreciate you having me on the show. This was really fun. This was really cool. I'm glad that we were able to carve out some time. Glad I have a day off because American Thanksgiving, they give us the following day off sometimes.
Cool.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I really, really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, if you have anything you want to say about your channel, things coming up, or just plug your channel, that'd be cool.
Yeah, no worries. So yeah, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Eman's World of Geek, where I talk, comic books, Transformers, gaming tech, and more. Right now, I'm working on a couple of review videos with regards to the Dreamstar Toys and Constructicons. I'm going to do a series. I'm going to do apparently it's all 6 now because it's not just the Constructicons because now we got Prowl. So I just put in that pre-order last night. So I'm going to start a couple of series of reviews. And if you watch my first Constructicon one, it's going to be in the same way because I also have the Magic Square Combaticons that I need to unbox and I need to bring those out, review, and then put them together and into Bruticus. And I'm definitely going to try to go in a different direction than what everyone else is doing because I did this too late and I have to stand out in one way or another. Please follow me. Please, for the love of God, follow me. I appreciate it.
I think your personality too goes a long way. That pulled me in instantly, to tell you the truth. So.
Oh, thank you so much. Again, I went to radio school, and today we are on Danni Dolphin's channel. We're talking Transformers, Danny. Oh wait, I'm in your channel. Hold on, let's not do that. Let's bring it back. But yeah, give me a follow, you guys. Come by and hang out. I rarely do lives anymore because timing and whatnot. So like the time that I do spend creating my videos, it's usually shooting and then editing. I try to bring out some quality stuff. I do have some comic book unboxings. I do shorts of those. So if you're into comic books, also I do like this fancy, sexy looking unboxing. Come and take a look at this box that I unboxed, and it's got a fancy looking comic book in it. And so I'm trying to do something different, really, to try to stand out and have a good time. I'm using this platform as a creative platform, and I've come to the realization I'm not going to get 165,000, followers. No one's gonna want to watch that.
Yeah, just stay in your lane and enjoy it. You get hooked on the numbers. It always affects.
It does, and that's one big hint. If you're a YouTuber in this world, just do you. Don't worry about the numbers.
Totally.
Have fun. The more you worry about the numbers, the less fun you're going to have. Just do you and have fun.
Yeah, just to do it for the fun, the hobby. And yeah, you never know. It could blow up. Like I said, that one video of yours, you just never know what's going to happen or who will jump on, right? But I've been here for years. It's steady up and down. And it's just fun, I just, like I said, hanging out. I'm so happy you were able to hang out and everyone in chat. That's what I'm here for. Just having a good time. And it's nice when it's small too, in a way, because it's more personable, I find. But it's nice to grow as well and see numbers and just, so you're doing something.
Exactly. Oh God, yes.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. Everyone, more Cybercast. Check out my channel. Lots of stuff happening. Thanks, Martin and Stream, and everyone. Got get on with you, and have a great day. Hope you guys had a great weekend, and stay safe and all that stuff. And we'll see you soon.
Hasbro has been slipping. Danni Dolphin drinking milk, hype in the kitchen. Sycophants simping, sick of the fans. Keep tripping online just to flex for the gram. So don't even ask, kid. I know you like that plastic. It's fantastic. You've been hooked since Jurassic. Back when I was playing dinos in the basement. Now you get your ass kicked. This that Hasbro placement. They hate your bro, just a has-been brand. Still, we love the hobby, got the bots in hand. Ain't no stopping me. That's the prophecy. Even while I'm drinking milk, she's dancing in silk properly. What hurts? That bill from Hasbro. They jerk you around and they slap you in mad FOMO. Preceptor, perception, bro. That's deception. No Hasbro dedication, just eBay obsession. Sensations in boxes, you praying again. While it's crying, but what are you gonna call it then? Hasbro has been slipping. Danni Dolphin drinking milk, hype in the kitchen.